Good morning, dear students. Welcome to my channel Maths with Mahanti sir. Children, in the previous lesson we were discussing about what? Your application of percentage. The chapter application of percentage was completed in all respect in the previous class. Today let us start a new chapter known as your algebraic expression as given in your class 7 syllabus of DAV book as well as NCERT book. See children, before going to the depth of algebraic expression, we must first recall those things what we have read. It is not a new thing for you because we have already read algebra in class 6. So what is algebra? What are the different, the area, scope of algebra, what we read in class 6. Let us recall for a while, then we will go into the actual topic. Okay. So in class 6 what we read? Algebra. Algebra is what? It is the study of what? Literal, numeral and your some arithmetic operations, namely plus, minus, into and divide. So what are literal and your numeral? Literal means what? Any variable x, y, z, a, b, c, all the English alphabets, they can be taken as your literals or variables. Similarly, what are numerals? Numeral means any number. 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, all positive numbers, negative numbers, integers, they are your what? Numeral. Any number, fraction, decimal number, any number can be taken as a numeral or number. Okay. So in algebra we find the study of literal, numeral and what? Your some operation, arithmetic operations like plus, minus, into and divide. Okay. Then what we have read more things about your algebra. Variable, constant. You know what is a variable, what is a constant? Variable means whose value changes. A quantity whose value changes is variable. Okay. A quantity whose value does not change is a constant. Okay. If I say one day equal to how many hours? If I ask you one day equal to how many hours? The answer is 24 hours. 24 hours is fixed. Do you think that the number of hours will change in a day? Not at all. It is fixed. Okay. So that means here 24 is a constant. Okay. Similarly, you can give several examples of variables. Okay. So we have read about variables and constant. Okay. Then what else we have read? Coefficients. These are the things. Suppose 2x. You see. What is 2x? Yes, we have also read about terms. You see, what is term? You see 2x. Here 2 is the numeral, x is the literal. Okay. So this is a term. 2x is a term. 2 is a numeral and x is a literal. So we have read about terms in class 6. Then like terms, unlike terms. We know what are like terms and unlike terms, etc. Like terms, unlike terms, your variable, constant. Then parts, algebraic expression, then parts of an algebraic expression. You see, what is an algebraic expression? What we had read in class your 6. Suppose I am giving you one example. If I say 2x plus 3y, look at children. If I say 2x plus 3y, if I say only 3x, look at 2x plus 3y, if I say 3x only, so what is 3x here? 3x is a what? It is a term. It is an algebraic expression. You can ask me, sir, why it is an algebraic expression? Because you see, in 3x, the numeral is what? 3 and literal is x. And what is the operation between them? Into. 3x means 3 into x. So 3 into x is the operation between 3 and x, where 3 is a numeral and x is a literal or variable. So we can say 3x is an algebraic expression. Okay. Now look at this. 2x plus 3y. It is again another algebraic expression. Okay. Here 2x is, you see, 2x is an algebraic expression, 3y is also an algebraic expression. This is called a monomial. Types of algebraic expression. See, we had read in class 6. Types of algebraic expression. Monomial, binomial, trinomial, quadrinomial. Any algebraic expression having one term is called a monomial. This algebraic expression is a monomial because it contains only one term. What is that term? 3x. This algebraic expression, look at, it contains how many terms? It contains 2 terms. Now first, why it is an algebraic expression? Because it contains of what? It consists of numeral, literal and arithmetic operation. You see, this is one term, this is one term. Or this is one algebraic expression, this is another algebraic expression. This is one monomial, this is one monomial. They have been added. So it is an algebraic expression consisting of how many terms? 2 terms. So we call it a binomial. So monomial, binomial, trinomial, quadrinomial, these are the different types of algebraic expressions which we had read in class 6. Okay children. So what is algebraic expression? I hope you understood. what we had read in class 6. Algebraic expression means what? It is a combination. See, this is a combination of what? Your numeral literal and some arithmetic operations, namely your plus, minus, into or divide. Okay, these are the four. So any combination, a combination of literal, numeral and arithmetic operation, we call it what? We call it an algebraic expression. And an algebraic expression, it may contain one term, it may contain two terms, it may contain three terms, or it may contain four terms or more than four terms. So if the expression, algebraic expression contains one term, we call it a monomial. See, monomial. Mono means one or single. Mono means one or single, and mial means term, single term. This is a binomial. Why it is a binomial? Because it contains, this expression, algebraic expression contains two terms, so it is called a binomial. If there are three terms, we call it a trinomial. Like your x plus 2y minus 3z. See, this algebraic expression contains three terms, so we call it a trinomial. Similarly, if there are four terms, we call it quadrinomial, like this. Okay. So these are names. These are names of the what? These are types of algebraic expression. Okay. What else we had read in class 6? Let us recall. We had also read about like term and unlike terms. Okay. See, I am giving example. See, suppose 2x and 3x square, then 5y and minus 2 by 3y. Look at these two. You see, yes, once again I forgot to say, in algebraic expression, the different parts, suppose this algebraic expression is called a binomial. This is one part, this is another part. Here 2x is one part, 3y is another part. These two parts have been separated by plus sign. So we call it, this is a term, this is also a term. So as I told you, in a binomial there are two terms. That means I said in an algebraic expression, if there are two terms, we call it a binomial. So as it is an algebraic expression, no doubt, because it is a combination of what? Literal, numeral and some arithmetic operations. Here the literal and numerals are 2 and 3, literals are x and y, and the operation is plus. Here the operation between 2 and x is multiplication, like this. So it is no doubt an algebraic expression. It consists of how many terms? Two terms, means there are two parts. This is one part. Each part is called a term. Each part of the algebraic expression is called a term. Okay. So here 2 into x is one term, not two terms. Okay. 3 into y, it is one term. 3y, it is one term. Don't treat it as two terms. Okay. Now the total number of terms in this expression is 2. So each part of the algebraic expression is called a term, and the two terms, I mean the terms present in an algebraic expression, the various terms present in an algebraic expression may be like or may be unlike. So how to identify which are like and which are unlike? These things were also there in class 6, I have remembered. See, suppose you consider two terms, say 2x and 3x square. Now the point is, are they like or unlike? See, term is of two types, either like term or unlike term. So whether these two terms are like or unlike, the first point. The question is, so how to know which terms are like and which terms are unlike? Okay. See children, in these two terms, look at, in these two terms, what is the variable if I ask? The variable is x, or the literal is x. But what about the power? What is the power of x here? 2. What is the power of x here? Nothing, means 1. Here the power of x is 1 in this term. Here the power of x in this term is 2. That means the powers are different. So even though these two terms contain the same variable, but their power is not same. Okay. So we say these two are not like terms. These are what terms then? These are unlike terms. So now look at the second example. In this example, suppose one term is your 5y, the other is your minus 2 by 3y. See, in these two terms, if I ask you what is the variable present in both the terms, or what is the literal present in both the terms, you can easily say, sir, it is y. The literal or variable present in these two terms is y. That means these two terms contain the same variable. Why? Now if I ask you what about their power, is it same or different? So clearly the power is here 1, here also 1. That means the power of the variable in both the term is same. So we say these two are like terms. Like terms. And these two are what terms? Unlike terms. See, children, it is very important to know about like and unlike terms, because if you do not know like terms and unlike terms, if you are not able to distinguish or identify which are like terms and which are unlike terms in an algebraic expression, then you will find a great difficulty while adding, subtracting, multiplying and dividing, because It is only the like terms which can be added, subtracted, multiplied and divided. We cannot subtract, add, multiply or divide if two or more than two terms are unlike. Only like terms are added, subtracted, multiplied and divided. This was the concept given to you by your teachers in class 6, I know, in algebra. Okay? So this thing is to be kept in mind, that we can add only like terms, subtract, multiply and divide only like terms, not unlike terms. So it is very, very important that the child should know, or the child must be able to identify which are like terms in the algebraic expression. Otherwise, how will he or she add or subtract or multiply or divide? Okay? So that is the reason why it is very important to understand the concept of like and unlike terms. So what I said about like terms, two or more terms are said to be like if what? They contain the same variable, means if they have the same variable and the same power. But unlike means, suppose same variable, see, suppose 2a and 3b, see, here the variables are different in these two terms, so no doubt they are unlike terms. Okay, now 3y cube and minus 5y square, see, in this term and this term, look at the variable is same y, but what about their power? Different. So they are not like terms, they are unlike terms. Okay. So in order that two or more terms be like, they must contain the same variable and same power. Then only we say they are like terms. Okay. Otherwise they are unlike terms. So I think children, you understood this one. Then in class 6 also it was there about coefficient. You see, coefficient. What is coefficient? Your literal coefficient, numerical coefficient. Yes, it was there. What is the meaning of coefficient? Suppose 2x is a term. Okay. Suppose 2x is a term. In 2x, if I ask you what is the coefficient of x, you can easily say, sir, it is 2. How did you know it is 2? Because you see, 2x means it is 2 into x. So whatever number, you see, whatever number is multiplied to the literal, see, whatever constant or whatever number is multiplied to the literal, that is the coefficient of the literal or the variable. Now if I ask you what is the coefficient of x in this term, the answer is 2. Suppose minus 2 by 3, you see, y square. Now look at this term. Look at this term. In this term, if I ask you what is the coefficient of y square, what will be the coefficient of y square? You can easily say, sir, it will be minus 2 by 3. Yes. Why? The reason is because minus 2 by 3 is multiplied by y square. So minus 2 by 3 will be the coefficient of y square. So what is coefficient? I think you understood. Okay. You can easily find the coefficient just by looking at the number or the constant that is multiplied by the to the variable part or the literal part. Okay. So this one is what coefficient? This is your numerical coefficient. See, numerical coefficient. Then what about literal coefficient? Coefficient is of two types. One is numerical, the other is literal coefficient. So what is literal and what is numerical, that I am going to tell you. See, in this number minus 2 by 3 y square, if I ask you what is the coefficient of y square, the answer will be minus 2 by 3. And what type of coefficient is minus 2 by 3? It is no doubt the numerical coefficient. Now if I ask you what is the literal coefficient, literal coefficient means you have to literal coefficient of which? Minus 2 by 3, it will be y square. Now if I ask you, look at this term 2x. Here the numerical coefficient of x is 2, and what about the literal coefficient of 2? The literal coefficient of 2 is x. So if you are able to find, you see, I am giving another example. Suppose you see 2 by 3x. Look at, suppose this is a what? This is a term. Now if I ask you, see, what is the numerical coefficient of x? What will be the answer? This, it will be 2 by 3, because 2 by 3 has been multiplied by x in the term 2 by 3x or 2x by 3, whatever you say. Now if I ask you what is the literal coefficient of 2 by 3, what will be the answer? This. Okay children, this is how to distinguish, how to find, how to identify which is the literal coefficient and which is the numerical coefficient. So children, I hope you understood the meaning of coefficient. Coefficient means it is that number which is multiplied by to the literal part or the variable part, that is the coefficient and nothing else. So these are the things which we had read, and also we had read the main thing in class 6. What is that? About addition and subtraction of algebraic expression. Children, I told you what is algebraic expression. Algebraic expression is nothing but the what? It is the combination, see, combination of what? This is the definition. Combination of literals your numerals. Literals means variable, numerals means any constant, and some operations, arithmetic operations. So what are the arithmetic operations? That is plus, minus, into, or divide. You see, these are the four fundamental arithmetic operations. So the study of literal, numeral and these operations is known as algebra. In algebra we read your what? Algebraic expression, which is nothing but the combination of these three things: literal, numeral and your some arithmetic operations. Then we in class 6 we had read how to add and subtract, addition and subtraction of your algebraic expressions. How to add and subtract? There were two methods. I hope you must have remembered. What are the two methods if I ask you? The answer will be, sir, horizontal method and the column method. In horizontal method, how to add algebraic expressions? Algebraic expressions means what? Monomial, 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 binomial, 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 trinomial, etc. Okay, these are different types of algebraic expression which I just told you now before few minutes ago. So, how to add and how to subtract algebraic expression by the horizontal method and column method, it was taught in class 6 and I am sure you must have remembered. So children, please, still I am saying once again, you please keep it in mind. When we add or subtract your algebraic expressions, namely maybe binomial, 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 trinomial, whatever the case may be, one thing must be kept in mind, that we can add only like terms. We can add and subtract. Multiplication we will discuss in class 7. Of course, it was not there in class 6. So, when we add and subtract algebraic expressions, we never add the unlike terms. That means if I ask you, you add A and 2A to B, you cannot add A and 2B. We cannot add or subtract A and 2B. What is the reason? The reason is because A and 2B are completely, they are unlike terms. But if I ask you to add A and 2A, you see, A and 2A, you can easily add because those are their like terms. Their sum will be 3A. A plus 2A, it will be 3A. See, we could add A and 2A. Why could we add? Because they are what terms? They are like terms. But we could not add A and 2B. Why? The reason is because they are unlike terms. So from this we can say that we can add only like terms. We cannot add your unlike terms. In a similar manner, we cannot subtract, multiply or divide unlike terms. We can only subtract, multiply and divide like terms. Okay. So this is, children, these are the things which we had read. So what I wanted to convey you in this class, what I wanted to say in this class, that these are the things which we have already read in class 6. In class 7, I mean the only two operations that was there in class 6 syllabus is your addition and subtraction, which we have read by two methods. One is your horizontal method, the other is your column method. But here in class 7, in the chapter algebraic expression, we shall discuss basically about multiplication. How algebraic expressions are multiplied, what are the different methods of multiplying algebraic expression, and some application questions related we shall discuss in this class. Then division will again be taught in class 8, not even in class 7. Okay, we shall discuss about division of algebraic expression in class 8 only, not in this class. So in this class, our primary concern is to focus on the multiplication of algebraic expressions. How two or more than two algebraic expressions are multiplied, that will be the point of discussion in this class. So we shall discuss how algebraic expressions are multiplied in the next class. Children, what I hope, whatever I discussed, whatever introduction, this is an introduction class to the concept of algebra and algebraic expression. I hope you must have understood, because the things which we had read in class 6, those things must have been recalled in your mind. After a long gap, you are going to read algebraic expression again, because you have already passed class 6. So in this class, so many days have been passed. So during these days you might have forgot. That is why I thought it necessary to refresh your mind, to take back you to class 6 again to discuss what the concept of algebra. Okay. So children, we will discuss how algebraic expressions are multiplied in the next class. Okay. And I am sure whatever introduction I gave regarding algebra, algebraic terms and different terms connected with your algebra, like constant, variable, your coefficient, etc. Okay, it must have refreshed your mind. We will discuss again this chapter in another class, and I hope you must have understood what I discussed, and if it is really so, then I will say that you must hit the like button and subscribe my channel, so that I feel energetic. I mean very happy to discuss more and more about the different chapters in my upcoming what classes. Okay, thank you.